Senator Scott, the ranking member from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Kindler, I'm glad you're here. My colleagues and I have written several letters calling for your testimony and on Commerce Department's firearm export licensing policies and regulations, because unfortunately your policies appear to have all the signs of political targeting, costing the industry an estimated $500 million per year and generating no national security benefits. Case in point is the company I mentioned during my opening testimony, MG Super and Associates. I'm looking at some of the denials on these licenses, and the reason, fascinating, foreign policy pursuant to 22 CFR 120.18A1 and 2 of the ITAR, the Department of State may deny a license or other approval when the department deems such action to be in furtherance of world peace, denying a company the opportunity to sell firearms to the Ecuadorian police. Next one, same verbiage, deems it such action necessary to further world peace, denying, again, another license to sell to the Ecuadorian military. This minority business owner is Ecuadorian, cares a lot about safety in a country where his mother born and raised. Another one, furtherance of world peace. It is not only frustrating and exacerbating, but challenging to see this over and over and over and over again. Your firearm policy has resulted in over $71 million in licenses canceled for this company, meaning they've lost their contracts and they've lost the ability to support the police and the military across the Western Hemisphere. That does not mean that the Ecuadorian police did not find another channel. Of course, they went to Brazil, Czech Republic, and China to get these orders backfilled. You haven't prevented the sale of firearms. You've merely used a political tactic to harm an American business. What's even worse is that it, to me, appears to be political targeting. The International Trade Association, under your leadership, has stopped this company, but allowed competitors in some of our nation's poorest areas to not be able to effectively create jobs, not be able to effectively produce a world-class competitive product and have a market to sell it to, because you're trying to further world peace. Thoughts?
Senator, I really appreciate you bringing up this topic, and I'm
not sure you do, but I think this is an important topic that reinforces this administration's philosophical approach to trying to shut down or cut off gun manufacturing in our own country.
I do appreciate you bringing it up, because I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about what we're trying to accomplish and what our rules have actually done. Our focus is on protecting national security, full stop. We tailored the rule. Our presumption of denial in this rule is tailored to ensure that U.S. lawfully exported firearms don't end up in the hands of criminals, gangs, cartels, terrorists.
May I ask you a question there? Is there evidence that his company's firearms sold to the military and to the police have not been received by the military or police? Is there something specific about this transaction or the other three that were denied?
Senator, I'm not in a position to speak to a specific company's situation, but I certainly feel sorry for your constituent, and I'd like to follow up with you in an environment where we can talk about a specific company. But let me be clear, our presumption of denial, it only applies to non-government entities in the 36 countries designated by state as high risk. So if these transactions are with government entities, that is not the subject of our presumption of denial.
Thank you. Let me just say, I think words mean things. Ecuadorian police, Ecuadorian military, Colombian military.